Hey there, Internet. It's Tyler again. And it's January 1st, and we're just going to go right at it, go right into it. Um, look, um, if you don't know me, I'm just a pissed off small business owner trying to make sense of the world. Um, I read books. I try to stay up to date on current events. I actively seek and look for people that are critical of everything that they report on. They're not just siding with one group or another. And in doing so, I have become just ever more fiercely pissed about the stuff I'm seeing. So let's just dive right into it. First of all, this whole idea of civil war. Okay, the people saying it are all on the same side. The people responding to it are all on the same side. And this idea of planting that seed is the problem I have. That's the fucking problem. The fact that people are saying it, oh, we got to do it, oh, we got to do it, it's going to end up being this way. It's all good. This inevitable idea that we all have to go out there and kill one another to get something done is so ridiculously off the charts, mind-bogglingly bad. Okay? We failed as a nation if we have to kill each other again. We failed. We're either brothers with understanding. I shouldn't say brothers. Brothers and sisters. Whatever. We either are people with understanding, or we're not. And right now, it looks like we're not. It looks like we're not. Okay. So there's some news reports. Some guy had a bunch of munitions ready to go. I'm some guy that goes into houses randomly, talks to random people, meets random people, and does random work for stuff. Get into that job later. But I've only met one person in the last 8 months, and he had two gun safes, buckets of ammo. I mean, just those containers. And he was just like, I'm ready, man. I'm getting ready for it. And he was all about the Civil War. And it's so disheartening to have witnessed it. The thing is like you hear it on the news, and you're just like, oh, they're gaslighting me. Oh, they're just telling me shit to piss me off, right? News does that, right? Reasonable people understand when the news, whatever they say it's news, they start talking to you. They're getting you to get pissed every time they talk to you, right? People understand that shit. So they try to tune out and try to cherry pick what they need to know, man. So I get to this guy's house, and he's got these gun safes, got all this ammunition. This guy's talking about Civil War. He's talking about it's coming. You got to get ready and this and that. Yeah, and I'm trying to think of what to say to this guy. You know, in my heart, I'm just thinking to myself, don't go looking for it, man. Whatever you do, keep the guns here. Keep yourself safe. And just don't go looking for it. So that's how I told him, man. I thought, look, man, I'm just going to tell you how it is. I respect your right to defend yourself, man. Because anybody coming to your house looking for trouble should meet it. I mean, you should be able to defend yourself, especially at your own house, man, from anything, really. So that I told him, like, dude, I would respect that. Well, I'll tell you right now, though, man, if you grab guns, ammunition, and you get it, you start going out there, and you're out there to find trouble, you're gonna find it, man. This is the USA. You're gonna find trouble. You just drive around enough, man. You'll find a situation where you think you got to pull that damn thing out. Point is it was disheartening to know for the first time that message reached people. That it reached somebody and it convinced them to go buy all this stuff. And I met that person, and this person was reasonable. He wasn't a person you would think would be someone like that. by meeting him on the street or talking to him or just, general speaking, and even talking about subjects. He's not all off. So that is disheartening. How many of them exist? And what would be the goal? What would be the goal? Let's say you did that. You got all the ammo. Who are you going after? How do you identify who the hell the enemy is? So that's where we're at. The talk of civil war was a seed plant. It was to radicalize a bunch of people, to convince them it was time and ready. You had to commit violence now to save your country. They don't even know what they're saving it from. Talk to them. They'll tell you the punchline of what they're saving it from. They can't break it down, though. They'll tell you the people they're saving you from, but they can't tell you why or explain why. They'll tell you something, let's say, Soros, right? Oh, Soros, he's the enemy of the people, this and that. There's conspiracy talk about Soros. Hey, if they're right, fine. Prove it, though, man. This rabbit hole nonsense of, we just know. It's got to stop, man. You don't know nothing. If you can't prove it, what the hell do you actually know? Yeah, it's like that Civil War guy, They're replacing me. We can't, they're invading our country. They're invading. You know what an invasion looks like? Look up Normandy, man. That's an invasion. Okay? What we have is migration. Okay? That's a whole different thing. Invasion. That's the gaslighting. See, that's the words. You could say migration. Hey, people are migrating. They have civil unrest where they're from. They're looking for opportunity. Do we have enough room? Can we welcome them? Well, what is our process? How can we fix it, right? That could be a conversation. But they're replacing us. That can't even be a conversation, man. And then you got people out there gunning up and ready. For what? For what? So, what pisses me off right now, man, is that there are sources of people out there who are rich beyond anyone that they're talking to is really comprehension. We can't comprehend how wealthy these people are. I know there's people out there that can do the math, that realize the math in their head, and they're like, oh my gosh, $1 billion, let alone $100 billion, let alone $500 billion or whatever the hell this guy's worth now. So when you get people so riled up over something that doesn't exist, you're planting seeds that should never be planted. And now we got to deal with the damn tree that got planted. That's where we're at. Now we're dealing with all the arms of that, all the branches, all the leaves of hate that came from that. Are you one of those people that believe people in Springfield needed to get thrown under the bus? Real people, you and me, thrown under the bus for the greater good? What good is throwing your own people under the bus and making their lives miserable for? What good is that? For some votes? Think about what that meant. That is the ultimate gaslighting. That is, none of those stories out of Springfield were ever real. And yet, visitors from all over had to come over there. You had Proud Boys marching down the streets. You have Haitians living in fear. You got them hate crimes skyrocketing. You got them talking about how people drive cars, man. Car driving. That is newsworthy now for some reason because they are blaming Haitians for the increase in car accidents or whatever over there. It's insanity that we allow that seed to get planted, and here we are dealing with the fucking tree of it. That's what pisses me off, man. Regular folks We're looking at that seed going, come on, guys, no way. Now here we are. Here we are, fully ready to explode over bull. Over bull. So I love y'all. Hope this hits you where it needs to hit you. But we don't need a civil war. Okay? What we need is a class war to which labor workers get their fair shake, man. That's it. You give labor workers their fair shake, and all of our problems kind of just go away. We're always going to have problems. Societies will always have problems. But our problems stem from people not being able to make ends meet. We're creating homeless. We're creating income inequalities. We're creating education inequalities. We're creating information inequalities that don't need to exist. All for the benefit of a handful of individuals who want to fleece us down to impoverished workers. Love y'all. Have a great new year. Let's get this. Let's get our democracy. Let's go. Take care.